Hello everyone, welcome again. As I've promised that I'll be learning a second video tutorial on Excel. Um, Here is the video. In this tutorial, I will be talking about how to use different functions, different formulas to make calculation in Microsoft Office Excel. Since the beginning of this course, I have been telling you that Microsoft Office Excel is a business application program. It is used in business purposes. So the business purposes in Excel, that makes it a very valuable application is calculations. There are very simple and many calculations you can perform using Microsoft Office Excel. I will not be going through each of these tabs. No, I will just go straight after demonstrating simply about how these tabs work. I want to explain to you that using this home tab here, you can prepare your document from the start up to the end. But using this all these tabs, you can find other commands that can be used during the time when you want to perform other functions. Like if you click in this formula tab, you can find out that there is a lot of formula and functions regarding to the financial, logical, texty, data, math, or whatever. You will find them already available in Microsoft Office Excel. So this makes it a very good application program to use in business area. So I will be going direct to perform those calculations. But first of all, we need to enter some data. So we will be using those data to perform those calculations. The first thing before performing all those calculations is to remember that every cell in Microsoft Office Excel is very large. Like here, how I'm doing here, I can enlarge this cell to the extent that it can process any kind of data. That's why I used to tell you that you needed to go and see exactly in which cell does some kind of data are. So we'll be entering this data. For example, I will start with a simple example. Before going to those, I will be enlarging these cells in order to be seen like this. So I will be writing mauzo ya mangi kwa mwaka mzima, like this. So if I tell you that in which cell that these words are, some of you will be saying in cell A1, another one will be saying in B, another one in C, and another one in D. But in order to explain or to understand how these things work, I told you in the beginning that you go just to the cell and click. For example, if you click here and go to the formula bar here, you'll find that mauzo ya mangi kwa mwaka mzima are found in cell A1. And to be ensure of that, you can enlarge this cell up to this part here, and you will find that B start here, C, and D. So these all documents are found in this cell A1. So we just go back to the start. So if you write something here, for example, done, then all of those things will disappear. Why? Because there is another cell here whose data is being written. So you can see that there is only the word mauzo here, but in real sense, there is other words behind there. So you need to just enlarge this cell in order to see all the data, or you can just minimize these cells. You can go in home tab here, then you minimize this cell by clicking this small a here in order for you to see exactly the data. I think I'm clear on that. So after saying that, this gives us a starting point that mauzo ya mangi kwa mwaka mzima. So I will be going half of the year. So I will not type all of the months in the year here, but I will just like 6 months. So there is January here. So the beauty of Excel is that if I write very correctly this January here and the autofill, then it will be filling some of the data by itself like this. But if I write January here, January, but I misspell the spellings of January, then it will be repeating the word January to the end. So you need to be very careful on what you are trying to write, so that it can help you to autofill the data. So I didn't start with this beginning because this is the separation point. I will be writing something from this and something from this in order to make the separation between this part and this part. So in this document, I will be showing you how Mr. Mank is selling his goods. He can prepare his Excel sheet and know how things are being sold to his shop. So there is things he is selling, for example, salt here, go down here, sugar. You can just click here and say cooking oil, just to see oil, soap, another thing is that is being sold mostly in the shop, like flowers. Another thing is like spoon or salt, bread. Yeah, you just write some of them like that. Then I'll be clicking here. In January, how much did he sell with regard to salt only? For example, the whole January, it is 4500. Sugar, 5600, 600, 000, 7, something like that, 4300, 9,000 shillings, just to name a few. And then here in February, 500 or 5,000, 6,000, 5, 6, 4, 9, 9,000, 4 and 8 here. So they get maybe 3,000 shillings, 2,000, 3, 8, 8,000, 9, 4, 8, 4, 9, 00, 1,000 shillings, 10,000 shillings. In April, 10,000, 8,000, 3800 4,000 shillings, 3,000 shillings. In May, there is 6,000 shillings. This is 5 and 7. Then there is 5,000 shillings. There is 3800, 900, 000. There is 200, and in June, just I'm picking sample data. It is not real data. I know the sale in a whole month would be greater than this, maybe uh, 400,000 shillings, laki nne, laki tano, laki nane, whatever. But here I'm putting this small number in order for you to understand what I really mean. So it can be 7,000, 8, 9, 6, 10,000 shillings, and 7,000 shillings. So this here, I can just make them go to the center. I can bold them, then I can give them color, for example, like that, or I can choose another color here, like this. Then I can go here, I can also bold and italize these. Then I will be giving them maybe background color like this. If I don't like background color, just go back and choose no fill, but I will be going and putting some color to them like this. Okay, now after that, then I will be writing here total sell, and here down here I will be putting also total sell. So here down here it will be a total sell for each month. For example, I'll increase sell here. Okay, now for example, the total things or total amount of money here has been sold in the January month. Then I can select those here like this. Then I go to auto sum here. Then there is a summation here. Then in order to, I will not be going through each month, but I will autofill this total here. I will just I will not select this and autofill this way. No, I will just select this total and autofill here to these columns. Then it will go and get me the summation of their total sale for each month like this. So Excel simplifies things just like this. And this is not by mistake. As you know, computer cannot make a mistake. So this number is a correct answer. You don't need to go and perform revision to know if it is clear. You can perform this by adding manually, but the total amount will be the same as this here. I'll be deleting this, but also you can find the total by selecting all the number like this, and then you go to auto sum here, then it will be giving you the total summation of the amount of money sold or he get after selling sold for the total 6 months. So this is like this. Then I can autofill like this. I also will be getting this total amount of money he get after selling these goods for each kind of product. For oil, for salt, for soap, you can see that this is the amount he will get per each product in every 6 months. As I told you that this can be millions of money, but this is just a simple example. Huwezi kuuza shilingi 4,000 tu kwa mwezi, hiyo biashara inakuwa ni ngumu sana. But I mean that for simple demonstration, this amount of money, for example, for 4,500 shillings can be maybe 400,000 shillings and 50, which is a really, you can say it is a really amount of money, or 4 million.5 or whatever. So this is not a real data, but it is example for presentation. So I will delete again this number here. So using formulas, you can write the formula here. You click here where you want the sum of the answer to be there. So you click here, then you just type equal sign. Then if you want to calculate using a formula, then you click here, it will write B3. So it will write the cell in which this data is being found. So the data in B3, whatever the data, if it will change or whatever, it will pick the data that will be in this B3. You can shift plus in the keyboard to add. You add this here, shift plus. 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 You add this here. There is no need of shift plus again because this is the final number. Then you hit enter, then the answer is there. So if you click here, you can find there is a formula here in a formula bar here, which you have been typing. So this is the total amount of money. And then if you autofill here, if you click here, it will be changing. This is the formula for calculating in the second part. If you click here, this is the formula for calculating this. That's why I say if you autofill, then it will calculate automatically like this. So this is how the formula is um, being written. So you can also expand this cell here or column here in order to type again. For example, there are those who want to know the um, total sale of salt in January, maybe for example in January, in March, and in May. So what you will be doing, you'll be just writing equal sign here. Then you just click here in January, shift plus, come to D, shift plus, and this May. Then you hit enter. So the total amount he sold in this particular month is like that. So you can just manipulate that according to how you want. Maybe he wanted to know why exactly the number of sales in March, in May, and in January is this just small compared to these months as February, April, and May. So there is a reason you'll be adding this data like that. I think I'm clear on that. So this is by using the formula. But by using the functions you just like equal sign, then you type sum, then you open the brackets, then you click from B1, then you shift full colon up to G3. Then if you click G3 and close, then it will select it like it is selecting here. Then you hit enter, it gives you the same answer. And if you autofill, then the answer will be that way. Excuse me for a second, I want to pick a phone, but I will not stop this recording. Sorry. Check. Okay. Niko huku juu sasa. Hapana. Amesema wewe kwa mwambie basi akupe hiyo hela tununue vifaa kesho. Amesema ametoa, kuna hela ametoa. I'm sorry, it was an emergency, but let us go on. So by using formula, you can see the formula here in the formula bar, how you write a certain kind of formula. I think I'm clear on this formula, but also you can calculate the average. I think calculating the average, you just type equal sign, then you type, you can just go here in auto sum. Here you can see there is average here. Instead of typing that equal sign, let us first start with selecting those number from this to this, and just then go to auto sum here and then find an average. You can see this is an average of this number, and you can autofill to see the average